Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're going to be talking a little bit more about PlayStation 5 and also Xbox Series X restocks that are actually ongoing as of literally today, and probably a little bit more throughout these next few days. Now, we have a lot of stuff to go talk about, and overall pretty good news too as well, with a lot of stock showing up. We've seen a lot more people getting their consoles, and at the end of the day, this actually would probably be pretty incentivizing for you guys to go check maybe by the time you guys see this video, depending on your time zones. Maybe you guys are in like West Coast, Mountain Time Zone. EST, obviously, you might see this a little bit later on. Always maybe worth for checking for tomorrow, and as well as kind of giving you guys some good talks, good information, all that kind of good stuff that everyone in the community has had a chance to go and see and share and showcase. So, a lot of stuff to go talk about, and hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic 4th of July weekend so far. I do love the fact that we actually have been seeing news and actually seeing stock as well, so all around good stuff. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway, Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below if you guys want to follow. Got the Weebles, got the Target links, got everything else. And let's go talk about some juicy details. So, as you guys have probably had a chance to go and see, we actually have been seeing still a lot of Best Buys actually getting stock. We've been seeing a lot of PlayStations showing up in stores. We've been seeing people using the app glitch. I mean, even as of throughout today, I've had like quite a few different folks go and tweet at me, let me know, and be like, hey, oh my god, I finally had a chance to go get some stock. Even if I'll give a little shout out here to Jason, because he was just nice on his tweet saying, hey, Scrubbings, randomly came across the YouTube channel, so thank you very much, my dude. Just wanted to say thanks for the info about GPU drops. Finally scored a PS5 today in a rally, and see because of it, cheers, bro. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I always see comments like this, tweets, YouTube comments, or whatever, and it just makes me happy. Like, I love seeing this, and I love seeing you guys happy, because you guys deserve the happiness, in all honesty. But when it comes to this, we actually have been seeing a lot of good news when it comes to stock. So we actually have had a chance as well. Sorry for the cough. This cough has been here for like 3 weeks. I hate it. We've also actually been seeing stuff over here with the new report over here. And we've seen people in the community too, so I'm kind of like more so kind of thrown in my 2 cents for it, because we've had other people out there mention stuff, tweet at me, YouTube me, and all that. Where, as of July 2nd, 175 Best Buy stores have standalone PS5 disc consoles or Horizon Forbidden West bundles in stock today. Walk-in only, no online ordering. There are 175 Best Buy stores with stock, about 90% of PS5 disc consoles, and 10% have only Horizon Forbidden West bundles. Expect 6 to 10 PS5 disc consoles per store. Most stores open obviously at around the 10 to 11 a.m. local time, and usually just kind of if you guys want to show up right before then. So we have a few things to mention when it comes to this. So if you guys saw our video earlier on today, we were discussing that we were still seeing some PlayStation 5 showing up, but mainly we've been seeing a lot of Xboxes. Like, we're talking a lot. So you guys can even, like, these are just like random areas in the GPU drops. Xbox Series X, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, we kind of talked about this in the earlier day video too. PlayStation 5 non-Horizon or digital bundle, mainly because it's not $400 for the digital, $450 Horizon digital bundle, or $550 PS5 bundle. Xbox, like Xbox are everywhere. And as well, we also have a little bit more of a Horizon bundle. So this is all just from GPU drops, which as well, if you guys also saw the report we just showed you guys, this would also, I believe, not correspond with all this. Dude, this cough is rough. So apparently this correspondence is not like, so basically you'd want to just show up in stores. And I don't think you even have to really utilize the app glitch too much. Obviously keep on checking and using it as a good reference, because as you guys can see, like even just off of the API, a lot of these places still have stock. Like we're still seeing PS5s and PS5 showing up everywhere. But the main thing is if we're seeing reports of people getting stock that are literally just showing up in store, that makes it a little bit more different. But that does make it also a little bit harder too as well. So, when it comes to that, that means that, like, there's a lot of Best Buy stores. There's definitely more than 100, and 50 stores over here. But as you guys go and see, we can still use some of these stores as references. Good example, this Kansas one, PS5s and Xboxes. And you guys keep on, no matter where we go, in whatever region we go to, there's Xboxes everywhere. Like, if you really want an Xbox, it's pretty easy now for Best Buy. PlayStation 5 bundles over here in Oklahoma. Like, we are still seeing them floating around. Here's East Ave, Owasso, Oklahoma, PS5 and Xbox. But as we do keep on seeing, I am seeing a decent amount more, kind of how the correspondence of this, of the PlayStation 5 disc editions. So it's just the normal PS5s over here. That's the bundle, more PS5. So we even just from this video itself of showcasing up random areas, we have been seeing more PlayStation 5 normal editions. So what does that mean? How can you get your consoles and all of that? When it comes to Best Buy, you may just even have to casually call your store. We actually did have a few folks as well earlier on mention that them just casually calling their Best Buy store, being like, hey, I've been hearing you guys been getting more stock. Is this true? Can you let me know if you could check the back? Is there any stock on the shelves? You know, all that type of stuff. And depending on the store itself, some folks have been like, yeah, we do. Nice normal employees, they just want to be helpful. Yeah, we got a batch of 10 consoles, life's good, go and check out the stock. And as well, we've also been having some of the kind of somewhat mean and rude people that are like, we don't know. How would I know? And they literally work there, they see all the stock. You know how it is for some of the people up in retail. Totally understandable though, because if you have someone call you 30 times asking about it, I'm sure it gets annoying. But when it comes to that stuff, it does mean that some of this app glitches, as well as everything else, might be a little bit more on the unlikely side. So that may also go and mean that the PlayStation 5s might not even be showing up if you guys download the app itself, check the SKU units, and from all of there. And as well, we also have seen some folks that check like on these websites, so either the GPU drops or their own app, and they also did have a chance to get stock without either one of them confirming it. So as you guys can probably go and tell, that means it might lead into a little bit more of an open-ended, like big question mark on what the stock might be doing, but we have been seeing more reports with it. I mean, even if you guys are looking at the live real time, we actually have even been seeing people over here. It's kind of like a mixture of two, where like some stores will have stock, some stores might have hidden stock. Depends on the store. You guys can even see sold out over here in 63 Ranch, Memphis, California, and hopefully here's Pasadena, California. So like people like are actively updating the systems and actively getting their consoles from these locations, which is very nice to see. But it does mean that we have been having another big batch of stock. Now that also makes a lot of sense too, because as you guys can tell, Xbox Series X's have been very dry the past like 3 to 4 weeks. Been very, 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 very basic. But when it does come with stock itself, we are now seeing the restock. We didn't really see too many Xboxes the past like week or so, especially, but ever since the past 2 days, we have been seeing Xboxes literally everywhere. Like we're seeing literally stock literally everywhere. It's fantastic. I love it. So it also would make a lot of sense too for PS5s, because you maybe have these big distribution centers and big distribution warehouses that are now divvying out more stock. The past like around like 3 weeks, we saw for Best Buy, we saw a very large majority of the Horizon bundles. So those are the $550 disc bundles. Those were kind of flying off like hotcakes for all these locations. So the fact that now that Best Buy would have a secondary wave of stock showing up that would be more so just the pure PlayStation 5 disc editions would also make a lot of sense, because that would be like around their usual 4-week cycle. They didn't have a lot of the PlayStation 5s as they were doing their Horizon bundles, so like I'm sure Sony's still making both. So it's kind of like we can make 100,000 each, we'll give you 50,000 Horizons now, we'll give you 50,000 PlayStation 5s later, and it kind of like lets it trickle. Like you got 2 weeks of Horizon sales, you got 2 weeks of disc sales. It makes sense. But either way, if you guys do want to call your stores, check your stores throughout either today or maybe throughout the next 2 or 3 days. I know we've been mentioning Best Buy a lot, but this kind of seems like a brand new refresher. And like I said, some of these are only available for in-store walk-ins, not through app glitch. Some of the app glitches are also from, like you can kind of use it for online orders. It really just depends, you know, so you probably just want more, so check your stores. As I mentioned, calling the stores have been getting some pretty good thumbs up from some people, so keep that in mind. Now, as well, we have still been seeing some pretty good Target stuff. We'll maybe touch on that a little bit more either tomorrow morning or in general. But I think we also have been seeing bigger batches of stock showing up in various Target store locations. So what that means that probably in these like next, probably I'd say 48 hours, maybe even longer, next week, we'll be seeing a lot more Target stock too as well, also making their rounds all around here. So keep that in mind as we're checking for stock and watching for stock. I mean, because if we're seeing some big retailers such as Best Buy getting and receiving a lot of stock, that also usually means a good sign that all these other locations are also getting more additional stock. So that just, it's kind of like, it just always makes sense. Like say you make 500,000 consoles, 100,000 goes to Amazon, 100,000 goes to Target, 100,000 goes to Best Buy, 100,000 goes to GameStop, you know, and Walmart. And as well, guys, don't forget too, Amazon signups have still been looking pretty good. And as well, even as we're watching this video, we've even actually had new areas pop up for their restocks right there with brand new Horizon bundles. So overall, it does look like it's been going pretty good. Just want to give you guys a little bit more of a heads up, because we've seen a lot more reports of it and a lot more, I think, of a start of a new wave for the PlayStation 5 disc editions. Horizons, though, like I said, might be tapering off, even as we've seen on other reports, even from Reddit and other various folks too as well. So at least at the end of the day, we're seeing some good movement, seeing some good stock, and like I said, a lot of Xbox Series exits. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for all the signups, for the Horizons, the disc editions, everything else, the Twitter and Twitch streams if you guys want to follow, and of course, check out those Target links. Well, probably maybe one more video all throughout tonight if you can sneak it on in, and I hope you guys are all having a fantastic 4th of July weekend, and I love you guys all to bits. Appreciate you guys.